My name is Lisa, and I am an employee at a certain company. I live happily with my husband, Landon. On this day, we were both visiting the pub my parents run.
Thank you both for always coming.
Not at all, your cooking is always exceptional, father-in-law.
Yes, it's so delicious that we just can't help coming here.
Oh, how sweet of you both to say.
For that, Landon, I'll give you the usual deep-fried offal on the house.
Wow, thank you. I really love this.
Landon really likes it, doesn't he? It's a bit heavy on my stomach, though.
Oh, Lisa, even I can eat it. What are you talking about? Sounding like an old person.
Well, I hate to say it after serving it, but my stomach is a bit.
Really? But it's so delicious.
Well, it's just that offal is so fatty.
And to think we deep-fry it, something must be wrong with us.
No, you're the last person who should say that, father-in-law.
Lisa, you only take after your father in the strangest ways.
Landon and I, along with my parents, visited my parents' shop several times a month. Landon liked the shop a lot, and I was happy about that. As usual, while the four of us were chatting.
Oh yes, speaking of which, it looks like Herminia is coming back here.
Is that so? Wait, wasn't your sister a model?
Yes, she's quitting modeling, it seems, and she's coming back home for a while.
I see, she's coming back home, then we'll have to introduce her to Landon.
A former model sister-in-law, somehow that makes my stomach feel heavy with nerves.
Why are you so nervous?
Indeed, why does my stomach suddenly feel?
Welcome to our world, Landon.
A new member of the Upset Stomach Club.
What? This is an upset stomach.
My sister Erminia, who had moved to Tokyo to model, was quitting her job and coming back home. Since she hadn't returned home once since moving to Tokyo, and Landon hadn't had the chance to meet her, we decided to arrange a meeting. A few weeks later. Let me introduce you, Erminia, this is my husband, Landon.
Nice to meet you. Wow, you're in great shape. Do you work out?
No, not really.
So you're saying you have this physique without working out? Wow, and your face is super cool too, isn't that amazing?
Thank you.
Why are you being so formal?
When I introduced Landon to Erminia, she immediately started flirting with him. She had always been like that, but I trusted Landon, so I didn't really mind. However, a few months later.
Welcome. Oh, Lisa, it's rare to see you here alone.
What's wrong? You look a bit pale.
When I got home, I found this letter and a divorce notice.
Let me see, what? Running away with Herminia?
Please don't look for us. Is this for real?
Landon's belongings were all gone, so probably. I can't believe he would cheat on me.
That foolish daughter of mine. What a foolish thing to do.
And Landon too. How could he do something so terrible?
Suddenly, Landon eloped with Erminia and disappeared. I was completely oblivious to their affair and felt ashamed of myself. 13 years later, while I was preparing for the opening of my parents' shop.
Hey, isn't that Lisa? You're still helping out at this shop?
Hey, sis, wow, you've aged quite a bit. What a grandma.
We're both in the same boat regarding age. Anyway, why are you here now?
Well, we've come back to take over the shop, obviously.
Yeah, mom and dad are getting old, so it's better if we take over, right?
Take over the shop? You two haven't been in touch for over a decade, and now this?
Well, you're still single, right? I guess you'll be single forever, how pitiful. I have Landon, so it makes sense if the person with a spouse takes over.
I'm going to inherit the shop, the in-laws will feel more at ease that way.
Huh? Are you serious?
Of course, I was hesitant to take over the old-fashioned, run-down pub. But I was surprised when I came today, it's been fixed up so nicely.
Exactly. It seems like it was making more money than we thought. We're looking forward to it.
Wait, why are you assuming you'll take over? Let's talk first.
They probably didn't want to worry you since you're single, that must be it.
Right, our parents must be so worried. We'll be their saviors.
Exactly, so you, the miserable old maid, just sit back and listen to us.
Under Erminia's influence, Landon had changed and no longer resembled the kind person he once was. Upon reuniting with me after 13 years, they both spoke and laughed as they pleased. So, I decided to bring them back to reality. Huh? You don't know? I'm remarried.
What? What did you say?
What? Remarried, are you serious?
Yes, and I have a daughter. We're very happy now.
Oh, I see. That must be your imagination, right?
Wow, that's so sad. I'm about to cry for you.
Hey Lisa, is everything okay? It seems like there's a dispute.
Mommy, Grandpa, and Grandma said to come taste test the new dish.
What? Hey, what do you mean by mommy?
So, are these two?
Yes, this is my husband Noah and our daughter Madison. Everyone, these are my sister and her husband, Erminia and Landon.
Nice to meet you for the first time. I'm Lisa's husband, Noah.
Nice to meet you. I'm Madison, just Madison.
That doesn't really count as an introduction, does it?
What? No way. You're really remarried and have a daughter?
But, there's still a chance this might be a lie.
Listen. I wouldn't lie about something like this.
What's the situation here?
The air feels tense, doesn't it?
Well, these two came back wanting to take over the shop.
What? After all this time? That's ridiculous. Even if I weren't here, there's no way the in-laws would allow it.
That's right. We didn't ask for you, so please leave.
Madison, what have I told you about using those words? Erminia and Landon, who hadn't genuinely believed that I was remarried, were utterly shocked by Noah and Madison's presence. However, when the conversation shifted back to the shop.
Shut up. I don't want to hear that from you.
Exactly. Your opinion doesn't matter here.
After all this time, you return only to be this overbearing. Noah is very much involved.
Yes, Noah was the one who financed the shop's renovation.
Mom, Dad. It's been a while. It's me, Erminia.
Stop, I don't want to be addressed like that by you.
What? Wait, Mom, what are you saying?
We no longer think of you as our daughter. We don't want to see your face again. Please leave.
Hold on, both of you, isn't that a bit harsh? Aren't you feeling sorry for Erminia?
Nonsense. The person who deserves pity is Lisa.
After what you've done, you have the nerve to just show up like this.
Knowing you two, you probably haven't even apologized for what happened, have you? Even if you were customers, there's no place for you here. Turn around and leave.
Even when confronted by the parents, Erminia and Landon appeared unfazed.
Dwelling on something that happened years ago.
We should all live looking forward, shouldn't we? Human eyes are placed on the front for a reason, right?
Don't joke around. That's not something you two have the right to say.
Don't act so high and mighty when you're the offenders.
Offenders. You both are exaggerating. Well, it can't be helped, right? Love is unstoppable, or so I've heard.
Besides, it's been 13 years, right? Sure, we did something bad to Lisa, but there's a statute of limitations on that.
What statute of limitations? We will never forgive you in this lifetime.
Exactly. Even if there was a statute of limitations, we would never let you inherit the shop.
We will take over the shop, so please leave peacefully.
Hold on, but you guys are amateurs, aren't you? I have experience working in the food industry, you know. If you care about the shop, it makes sense to leave it to an experienced person like me.
Don't make me laugh. You're the amateur here.
What? I told you, I have experience.
Just having worked somewhere doesn't mean you can run a place. You might not know, but managing a business is different from just working in one.
How dare you act all high and mighty? What do you know about management?
Noah here is a professional who manages several restaurants.
What? You're that skilled?
Thanks to him, the sales of this shop have doubled.
Doubled. So, it's true then.
We were struggling with the business, and he really helped us out.
Yes, thank you, Noah.
Please, it's nothing. I did it because I wanted to. This shop is where Elisa and I met. I wanted it to keep going. I was honored to be involved in managing this special place.
See, this is what a professional looks like.
Just having worked somewhere a bit doesn't get you this far.
Indeed, he does seem to have a philosophy about management.
This is what a real professional looks like.
So, there's no place for you here. Please, leave now. Despite the family's attempts to send them away, Erminia and Landon stubbornly refused to leave.
No, I refuse. There's no way we're just going to back down now.
Exactly. We're in a big financial pinch. We can't just go back like this.
That's your problem. It has nothing to do with us.
Right, those are your issues. You need to solve them yourselves.
Wait. Are you really going to abandon me, your daughter? We've even been evicted from our home. There's no going back now.
What, Mother, what is she talking about?
Who knows? Our only daughter is Lisa, right here.
What? Are you really not going to treat me as your daughter anymore?
Come on, you two, isn't this going a bit too far?
Too far. Don't joke with us. You're the last people we want to hear that from.
Have you finally understood what you've done?
What? I don't understand. Why are we talking about this?
Because you abandoned me, that's why.
I'm telling you, that's water under the bridge.
Digging up the past like this shows what kind of people you are.
You're talking about statutes of limitations as if it's a legal issue. We're talking about feelings here. If you can understand that, it really shows your true character.
What a joke. I'm telling you to stop drudging up the past.
And to cut family ties over it? That's even more incomprehensible. Just because someone got a husband, it doesn't mean you can just cut ties like that.
It's precisely because you only think of yourself that we're cutting ties.
On that day 13 years ago, we already severed our ties with you. Stop bringing up the past.
What? You can't just cut ties on your own.
Yeah, you're the ones who are only thinking about yourselves.
Enough already. Uncle and Aunt are definitely in the wrong. It's shameful.
Madison is right. Acting like children despite your age. Your faces have aged, but your maturity hasn't grown an inch.
Despite their selfish remarks, Erminia and Landon were taken aback when Noah and Madison confronted them.
Don't mess with me. How dare you say as you please? Who are you calling childish?
Our bodies are grown, but our brains are not children's, okay?
The fact that you're getting so defensive means you must be somewhat aware. If so, just back off quietly. Someone who can even acknowledge their own faults can't possibly manage a business properly.
That's a different issue. Business can be learned along the way.
Right. And if worst comes to worst, we can just sell this old shop.
What? Don't joke around. This shop is filled with precious memories for your mother and me.
It's not just us. It's filled with memories of the many customers who've come here. Saying you'll just sell it off. People like you can't possibly run a customer-facing business.
First of all, why are you so short on money? You didn't quit your jobs, did you?
Shut up. That's none of your business.
I bet you just wasted your money without saving or being thrifty.
Be quiet. We told you it's none of your business.
Hit a nerve, do we? How long do you plan to keep up this student mentality?
Say whatever you want. If you think our mindset is that of students, we'll bring a new wave to the shop with it.
Good spirit. But running a business isn't so simple.
You're going to start about knowledge now, aren't you? Too bad, because that can be acquired any time.
You're right. Knowledge can be gained later. But conviction is something different. What's required to overcome the hardships of business is a passion for the trade. A burning, steady flame of dedication, which you clearly lack.
Don't give me that. Spouting all high and mighty, it's just empty philosophy.
That can be developed later, too. We plan to manage the shop more smartly.
With just work experience, you're vastly underqualified. Either way, it's impossible.
Regardless of how you pitch it, we have no intention of letting you inherit the shop.
And of course, we won't lend you money or acknowledge you as family.
Even now, you're still saying that. I'm not convinced at all.
If you keep this up, I'll call the police. If you don't want that, please leave now.
Why would you say such cruel things? We're really in trouble. Why won't you help us?
If something happens to us, beware. We'll haunt you in your dreams.
All right, Madison, can you go call the police with Grandpa and Grandma?
Roger that, Chief.
Stop! Don't call the police.
Fine. I apologize for everything. To make amends, I'll do anything. So, at least lend us some money.
We have no obligation to help you out.
The best you two can do is cheat or loaf around. Never come here again. Thus, Armenia and Landon were taken away by the police officers who arrived. The officers sternly warned them, there won't be a next time, ensuring that the two could no longer rely on us. Already burdened with debt, they were forced to take on even more just to get by in the near term. Despite deciding it was time to work, their history of doing as they pleased meant they couldn't handle a full day's work. Ultimately, unable to repay their debts, Armenia and Landon ended up living a harsh life, dodging debt collectors and using underpasses as their shelter. As for our family,
Welcome.
Madison has quickly become our shop's poster girl.
Not so long ago, Lisa was our poster girl. Time flies.
Oh, before that, it was me, but you won't mention that, will you?
That's probably because he still thinks of you as the poster girl, mother-in-law.
What? Now, Noah, don't say such things.
Oh my, what's the rush? You're all flustered.
Grandpa, your face is all red.
Maybe he hit the nail on the head.
Really, this is such a great place.
Thanks, Noah. As a token of my appreciation, I'll put extra wasabi in your takoyaki.
That's definitely not an expression of gratitude, is it?
Since then, we've been living bustling days. The influx of customers increased notably after Madison started helping out at the shop, many of whom came especially to see her. Madison, adored by the local elders as if she were their own grandchild, truly became the shop's star attraction. Her popularity reminded me of when I first started helping out, bringing a wave of nostalgia. The revelation that my father still sees my mother as the poster girl brought joy and laughter to us all. I secretly hoped Noah would continue to see me in that same cherished light. Amidst the busyness, we cherished these happy moments, embracing the warmth of our little community shop. If you enjoyed this video, we'd be thrilled if you subscribed to our channel. Subscribing means you'll receive notifications for new videos, keeping you in the loop with all our latest content. Your support is vital to our growth. Let's enjoy and grow together.